Okay, so, yeah, I'm back at this old barn site again. And I don't know why, but I didn't pay any attention to this old home site. Woo-wee. I found some scrap. Look at that. I'm surprised somebody hasn't gotten a hold of that stuff. That's copper wire. That's some thick-ass copper wire, too. That goes up there quite a ways. Oh, look at this. Here's somebody's old bicycle. That's an old Raleigh. Probably a collector's item now. But here it is. Here's an old house. There is an old house here. It had electric to it at one point. This would be awesome to come down here and do some... Oh, I found a piano. Look at that. Look at that old piano. This is part of it, I think. Huh, look at that. Somebody's old piano fell down in the hole. That's amazing. Huh. Here's where the chimney was. Oh, this is cool. I ought to come down here with a metal detector. I have a metal detector, damn nice one too. I'm in the basement, so I don't think there's any chance of me falling in. Ooh, there went a mouse. I don't know if you saw it, and he just went right in there. Yeah, wow, this is pretty awesome. I love the old piano. That's a lot of piano there. And this obviously had a slate roof to it also. There's some slate there. It was plastered on the inside. I love these old places. You see, when you get into an old place like this, oh man, I want to get up on top. Oh, that's old bed I'm getting on top of, and I can't even get my legs over. There we go. So I don't know if this thing burned or what the story was. It doesn't look like it burned. The reason I say that is because there's still a lot of wood debris and stuff here, and this is a roof. I imagine that there's the old shrubbery and stuff. I mean, this is an awesome old home site. I would love to have lived here. I mean, look at this. Obviously, there's, you know, some debris there. That's all stone from walls. And it wasn't even a bad size home. If I've got it right, I'd love to excavate this, you know, come in here with a metal detector and just start pulling out whatever is left in there. These old homes like this used to get, you know, well, they just kind of got forgotten. This is an old porch. This is the old porch. And you can see that here's the wood from it. And here, this was hand hewn, probably a chestnut or something. You can see where the axe marks are still in the wood as it's just rotting away here. Now, this is where I would come with a metal detector. This is the front step if I've got it right. The reason I can see, yeah, I can just totally see that. That's the porch. That's the front step. So, as you're walking out the front door, here, there's your shrubbery there, and yeah, there's another little evergreen type of a thing. And here, yeah, I wonder, I guess it would have to be horse and buggy down through here. And you can see up in the hill, there's new houses and stuff up there. There's one up the top there too. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm actually really excited to be in a place like this. If you didn't know, if you don't know much about me, I just love old home sites. I just think that they're really cool. You know, what kind of amazes me is its location. Here's a house, and here's a gully. It kind of washes out here, so I imagine they did it for a reason. The reason being maybe their outhouse was here. I would love to find that, because if you have an outhouse, then you can actually just excavate around that with a metal detector and you find coins, because as you're pulling up your pants, things fall out of your pockets. And it'd be really neat to find that old foundation. I can't imagine it's too far from the house, and I would imagine that it would be really kind of close to the front door. So it's either the outhouse. I would think that outhouse would probably be down here by the creek. Because there's the barn, obviously, that barn with those really cool rollers and stuff on them. But people used to hide stuff in their walls, in the corners of their walls. So it's always a good thing to go ahead, like, look, here's some concrete, and it's pretty thick right there, so there could possibly be a little cutout or a cove or something where people would put, that's all copper wire. There's a lot in there too. Here's an old bed frame, but here's another bit of stonework. I don't know what the heck this is about, but there's just all. This is a spiral staircase. Check this shit out. Look at that. That's the remains of a spiral stair. Look at that, like they took it out of there. 1, 2, 3. So the house must have been tore apart and the stairs tore out of it. That's weird. That's really a weird one. But anyway, yeah, I just love to dig around these old places. It could even be a root cellar someplace around here. I doubt that they would have it inside there. But yeah, maybe the outhouse was really close to the house, and this could be part of that frame or that structure. Yeah, there's a lot of stone here. I'm walking on a stone wall, and maybe they just came around. What's in here? I wonder what kind of tree that is. I don't even know, but there's a lot of water down in there. This could be the well. Yes, I'm thinking that this is the well. I'm not going to fall in it. Let me get around it. But, you know, for the most part, people would, yeah, there's a spring there. It's wet right there. For the most part, people would put their outhouse like really close to the water, you know, back in the day, because you didn't have to worry about cleaning it out. And yeah, so that's the house there, but there's the road that comes down alongside of this building here. Neat, just really neat. So anyway, I got to get my carcass in gear. Yeah, I just love getting into these old places because you could just see how they lived 150 years ago. This place is probably 150 years old or so, maybe more. I don't know. I know this area was settled in the 1700s, and you know, they divide them up, and then the little farms kind of popped up, you know. But here's another way in. Then there's probably, you can see in the, I like it when they fall, but you see as my finger goes, that's the old road. It would come down, and I imagine that they would pull their cars, pickups, horses, or whatever. I'm sure there's some other structures around, but that old home site right there might be worth a trip down here with a metal detector just to see what kind of silver and gold coins you can find, old rings and things like that. And it does, I found a lot. I've never done a metal detecting video because I just haven't had time. But anyway, I have to go bale hay because the hours are, you know, the hours are going by. So anyways, if you like my video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget, check out OneLonelyFarmer.com.